Hey, hey everyone, how y'all doing today? I'm back. It's Sunday. Y'all know I put a new video up on Wednesdays and Sundays. But Wednesday I was so busy. I do have a job and I was just so busy and overwhelmed. I couldn't put a video on, but I did enough videos on last Sunday that y'all can go back through to make up for the ones that I missed on Wednesday. But I will be having more videos up for Wednesday. But right now, today, what's on my heart, and I think that what people should know is we're talking about the Black ethnic group right now. Years where Black people do not want to put their property in a trust, or maybe they were, most of them are just ignorant and don't know about trust funds due to the fact that they trust these shisty, shady lawyers that are saying these little small towns they're not here to benefit you. They will not even mention anything about a trust. Why would they mention anything about a trust when they can get your property in your home if you ignorant to the fact that you need to put it in a trust like they always had theirs in a trust? So I'm here as a person that I feel like this is very powerful thing that you need to know. I'm here to give out information like I always have done all my life, just giving out information. People are in houses right now because I gave them information. And have they come back and said thank you or yeah, or told anybody, yeah, never came and told me about this program. And guess what? Now I'm in a house. No, I haven't. So I'm here today to continue to do these things, regardless if anyone appreciate it or not. Hey, I know everybody is not a sociopath out here, and I just know that I have the information to give, so I'm here to share it because I'm going to keep teaching people and giving them information because I know the more I give out, the more I'm going to give back. That's the way the law of the universe works. So let's get into it on reason why maybe in the past. First of all, let's say why the reason in the past why Black people never think about putting their house and their property in a trust fund. Why do all Black people's property go into probate? Question. I'm gonna just let you think about that for a moment. Y'all, I got this window. I'm in the sun this morning. Um, think about why Black people do not put their properties in the trust. Why do Black people let their properties go to probate where lawyers eat off of it, where the judge let it go ahead and you lose its value, and this lawyer is you paying them by the hour, and by the time they get done with your stuff, you don't have nothing left. Why would someone do that? Because they're gonna get all your shit and they're gonna profit off of it. That's why. And with that being said, you have to smart the fuck up and get your shit in line and get your life together and figure out how to keep your property, your homes, in your family for the next generation. Quit thinking about yourselves and what you're gonna get for now. Think about future generation like rich people do. Black people have a serious problem of not thinking about the next generation, and they have a slave mentality, and they want you to stay stuck like this. So you're gonna continue to keep yourself in a poverty spirit all your life and and keep the generational curses going. Me, the answer is hell no. To you, it may be yes because of selfishness, hate, slave mentality, ignorance, greed while you're here on this earth. So, if with that being said, you ain't learning no lessons about what family is, what that we all are one, that we all looking out for one another. That means that you were not here for that, and that is an epic fail for humanity, your family, the future generation, your children. You're not thinking about no one but yourself. That's selfish. You baby boomers, y'all y'all know y'all older and time is dwindling down for you guys. So with you guys being born during the golden age where your parents were able to provide y'all with whatever you wanted, and y'all didn't have to work hard. Y'all got free education. When we cannot. You guys were able to get homes built off FHA loans and VA loans, but VA still is out there. But FHA loan, USDA loan were really easy for you guys. They even built subdivision with FHA homes, and really all y'all needed was a job. All that's over. I don't see FHA building houses anymore, and that y'all been in these houses since the 60s and the early 70s. All y'all needed was working in a factory, working in a job. Let's get all the bullshit aside. That's all y'all needed. And then y'all had your family, your parents helping you guys. Now it's time for y'all to pass the torch on over to the next generations and quit thinking about yourself. Most of you got properties that y'all have inherited from. I know my family do. I'm gonna use mine as an example. My great grandmother died, and her sisters, they got property, and the shit is it's just the house is falling down. No one lives there, but have they came around and asked anyone did they want it or want to do anything with it? No. No one's gonna do anything with it. It's just there. The house has fell in, but someone wants to claim it's theirs, but they're not doing shit with it. The house that my grandfather built, Audrey Wolf, that house is gone. And they talking about, and they didn't do anything to remodel it. They didn't do anything to keep it up. They don't even have any type of sense to tear it down because it is gone. Okay, I went down there. This is how y'all feel. Like they say, baby boomers don't have any type of empathy. They don't have no value for family whatsoever, or what the next generation had. They have no value of anything. So I'm going to use my family as an example, but I do know other family members, they are trying to redo the homes and keep them up. That I kudos to y'all, but that's not what happening with mine, and I'm really upset about it because we got all these people running around here begging for money from other family members, and they have been left a home through someone else worked their energy, worked their time, their energy, spent their money on a home that they didn't want to keep up and don't give a shit about it. But when they come down here, they have to stay in hotels because y'all were too selfish, too greedy, too honorary, and apparently y'all are broke or whatever, and y'all let the house go down. Careless, but you own it, but you have done nothing with it. That means they didn't care for the next generation to be able to go somewhere as a safe house for other family members and have a place to say, hey, this is the home that my grandfather built after he got out of World War II, and he left this for our family so we can have, if we needed a safe place to stay, and they don't give a shit whether we have it or not. That's my dad's side of the family. That house needs to be torn down, and they need to leave it to someone that actually is going to do something with it and benefit out of it. They need to get all those old ass cars out of their yard. Like I said, mental illness is real. What else I want to talk about? Yeah, they don't do anything with the properties. It's just been put with certain individuals that don't even live here anymore. They're not here to watch the property, tend the land. All they doing is paying taxes and calling it theirs and doing nothing, absolutely nothing with it. But let it rot down and fall all the way down. And I will say my grandmother should be ashamed of herself for letting it go like that. And we all know she had the money to redo that house, or at least tear it down and build a new one. And like again, thinking about the next generation, not just particular people in the family. So with that being said, I had to get that off my chest. Let's get into why you leave your house in a trust. I'm gonna look at my notes here. I put a lot of notes out there. And if you check out my Facebook, it's just under Melba Denise Kennedy. Check out my Facebook. And I do have a podcast coming up. It's called Honest to Goodness. Go over there and subscribe. I'm interviewing people, and I'm going to have a lot of videos coming up real soon on different topics. And I have also a YouTube channel called, with my candle company. It's called Melba Peach Candle Company. Okay. Yeah, and I'm going to stick to this. All you baby boomers, put your assets, put your home in a trust. Leave something for the next generation. You guys had it the easiest, and y'all, when you all of you are leaving, y'all are about to. This is going to be the biggest generational of money being transferred over to the next generation ever, because it was so many of you, and y'all have been able to pull so much money and resources, and y'all got it for really absolutely for chump change. Okay, and what the main reason to be having a trust would be, I'm reading this off with my notes. Your benefit of putting your house into a trust is avoiding probate. That's very important. And I kind of said that when I first pulled this video up. You're going to avoid probate. And I know some of you ninjas believe I was married to my husband, and he passed away in 2004. He had some sisters. These are baby boomers. They kind of like was worried about all the property and all the time, and they act like they hated one another. And you will all often hear say, "That bitch ain't gonna get shit. I'm gonna tie that shit up in probate." And that is the dumbest, most ignorant thing you can say. You can tell that they don't know nothing, and how they heart. This is like I said, cold-hearted, ignorant, loud, and don't know shit about how to work together, because they apparently, baby boomers, they are out for one another. Whoever gets what first, they got a little game going on. Whoever can defeat the other to get in the graces of whoever owned the property, that's what they're gonna do. They're gonna play a football game about who is gonna outwit one another over. Again, these people are selfish, and they are psychopaths. And on top of mental illness, people do things like this. So why would you say why would you say you want to tie something up and you're gonna have the right to a white judge to make what your mama and daddy worked their ass off for, or most likely the grandparents worked their ass off for and paid for with their money? You're going to take it and want to go to probate for them to tie it up and take all that money out of the assets. You rather do that than sit down and have a decent conversation with your brothers and sisters about property, and quit being jealous and hate against them about their part. And I can't believe ninjas marry these type of crazy people. I really don't. Why? What is the benefit in it? Let me get back on track. But I have to be passionate and talk about shit that I've been through. These baby boomers, they are psychotic. I'm telling you. They want their shit to go to probate. They want it to go there and get the least value out of it. How ignorant is that? Question mark. How ignorant is that? Okay, Place and okay, let's go back over. It said the main reason, the benefit to putting your home into a trust is avoiding probate. Placing your home into a trust also keeps some of the details of your estate private. So having your home in a trust will keep everything private. They can't go up to the courthouse. They can't go to pull records because they don't know what name is under, and again, it's private. What that is your business. You got a sound mind. You are intelligent. You don't need the government. You don't need a white judge. You don't need probate. You don't need courts to make a decision about your family, about your generation, keeping your generational wealth into your family. Black people, let's get with it. Chop, 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 motherfuckers. Chop, chop, chop time. Stop being jealous of each other. Stop hating one another. Get out of this slave mentality. Stop thinking the white man is here to benefit your black ass. No, he is not. They come to take. Tie shit up. Bankrupt it. They still gonna get their part though. Because they're gonna put a lien up against it. They gonna get their money off the goddamn top. Next thing you know, they done built a subdivision on your property. Hello. Okay. How to do a trust. These are things that you should be doing. This is how you do it. Let me get my stuff up here. First of all, do not leave your property to your kids when you retire. Don't do that. And I've seen people do it. It happened with my mother-in-law. Don't put it in your don't put it to your kids to transfer your house in their name. Don't do that. The value has appreciated a lot. And if I was to transfer, if I was to transfer when I retired my home into one of my kids' name, they would be paying capital gains and taxes when they sold it. Best thing you do is put it into a living trust while you're alive. Put it in a living trust and add a person as a beneficiary. You can inherit the property tax free through step up in cost basics. Okay. People shouldn't be transferred assets at that time. Just put it in a trust. They should just open up a trust. Instead, trust, they pay no taxes. On a trust, you don't pay taxes, okay? There's no taxes. And a generational wealth is built at that point. If you're building up generational wealth, you're breaking generational curses on your family. You finally fucking get it. And remember, your lawyers in your little towns, in your little cities know about this because they're building up their generational wealth for their families. But if you don't know it, they will take advantage of you. There are good lawyers out there, but most of them are the most shystiest people you ever want to meet you on that. They will not tell you anything that's going to benefit you. It's going to benefit them. Oh, how much property do you own? You own how much property? Do you have this? They already thinking on how they going to get it. Oh, if I get her in this much debt, I probably could go ahead and put my a lien on that property. We already know she don't have it. This is how they think. You have to be smarter than that. Okay. There are different type of trusts that you can have. There's a reputable trust. You can allow an individual to live in your house without transferring the title directly to them. And this allows the trustee to manage it. This happens. This is what you need to put in place. A reputable trust when, let's say, your health is dwindling, it's going bad, and you don't know, the parent doesn't know. They've been diagnosed with something, and they giving them 6 months to live. That's the time to put the trust in that revocable trust at that time, and so they give the people opportunity to live in it. and all they got to do is just, you know, just pay the taxes just like they've been doing. Okay, I'm going to go into more details about how to do these trusts. But yeah, black people, we got to get it together. The selfishness spirit, and most of y'all are supposed to be Christians. Is it Christian life to want to be the one person that has everything, and y'all couldn't throw your siblings, y'all cutthroat each other, y'all arguing over property? I mean, I know some. I mean, everybody don't have parents that's actually looking out for the best interest of the family either. Maybe they don't real. And I mean, I'm sure there's a lot of greedy, silent generation parents as well, narcissistic ones as well, and they playing little, you know, division games with their own children because they have been able to get property and assets basically just by being the last one around, or the one that was around that was able to transfer things legally and illegally, because that happens too. A lot of these older people is a lot of forgery and just taking people property that's going on. Things they if God was looking down on them, they know they should not have, and it probably should have went to someone else. Probably somebody that was a good spirit, and they thought everybody was being on the up and up, and they wasn't watching out for their best interest. Okay, we're going back to the trust. You create a trust. You choose a successor of your trustee. You create a trust agreement. You get signed before the notary will public. Fill a deed from form to move your house. This is the step at house. They're putting your house in a trust. Again, this is how you put your home in a trust. You create a trust. You choose a successor trustee. You create a trust agreement. You get signed before the notary public. You fill a deed form to move your home. This is how it's done. This is what people need to do. It's easy peasy, cover girl, okay? Easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. It's easy to do. It's easy peasy. Let's see what else we want to get into. Um, yeah, the main reason for this trust. Y'all tell me what is the main reason. I'm gonna ask y'all questions while I'm going to. What's the main reason to have a trust? Y'all tell me. Think about it for a moment. Why, as someone that owns a home, own assets, own land, own property, and you're black, and you know that you got kids, and you know you need to be doing something. You're not going to be here forever. None of us going to be here forever. So what should you do as a parent, as someone that should be looking out for the next generation and the next generation? What should you do? What's the reason for all this? Y'all should be able to answer that by now. Oh, it's for your family. You can avoid lengthy and expensive probate process after you die. That's what it is. You need to take probate out your vocabulary. Get that shit out. Get that slave mentality bullshit out of here. That's trash. Let's back this motherfucker out of here. Let's get probate off your mind. Thank you very much. Erase that probate word out your mind. If you have you got your own mind, you can make your own decisions. You need to be getting along with your family with business tactics, not jealousy, hate, and envy, greed. If you dealing with that, your family's dealing with a generational curse. If you're dealing with that type of stuff, they talking about probate, everybody's angry, everybody cutthroat. You're dealing with a generational curse. You need to check into your family and see what y'all need to do to correct these issues in your life. Because all y'all doing is handing it down to the next generation. And that's a family problem. That's a generational problem. It's in your bloodline, okay? That's all I'm gonna put that out there. Y'all got issues. Everybody don't have these issues. Some people got their shit together. They got to line up. They looking out for one another. Hey, the Japanese and Japan, they are able to do a pyramid with their families. They are so at peace and love one another so much. These Asian families, they're able to do a pyramid with their family, and everybody benefits off of it. When your time comes up, they give that family member their part so they can go start a business. And then it keeps going and going. They hold it down. Everybody put that money in the pot for 6 months to a year, whatever the agreement is with that family. And they got about 20 of these jokers that's doing very well. Somebody had to have sense to start this. They trust one another because they have honor and respect for one another. The problem with you baby boomers and black people that was raised up right now, we're talking about the adults that are here right now in 2024. Y'all have no value for family in the next generation. Y'all have no value. Believe me, I've been around y'all. I see what's going on. I've been watching y'all for years. Believe me, I have some great examples. Like I said, I got sister-in-laws. I got my own aunts and uncles. Y'all just don't have any values. Y'all don't have any empathy for others. Everything is just whatever benefits you, what you can get. And that's about it. It's time to cut that out. It's time to start getting back where people start loving each other and caring about family. The one thing about the silent generation, these big mamas and big daddies and all of that, papos, they value family. They actually cared about their family. They actually wanted you to be there. They actually had cook-off. Grandma used to go fishing through the day. She would catch, back then in the 70s, oh my gosh, she used to catch those big 5-gallon buckets of brims, catfish. We all came down. You guys know, you baby boomers come down in the evening. Y'all ate at your mother's house. Stuff that she had went out and fished and got in her bucket. And the whole family was there. Everybody, after they got off of work and went home and they'll just stop by when they get off work and stop by and sit out on the porch with your parents for a while. Y'all can eat there. The grandkids were there. Those were good times because they had value for family and they really actually cared about family. And it's sad to me to see how fucked up family is right now. It's fucked up. And it hurts me so much. I miss my grandma. I miss my papa because they actually had family values and cared about one another. And I know deep down they regret spoiling these kids and seeing how that generation has came out. I know they are looking down here knowing that someone needs to fix this and get things back right. Shout out to my grandma and papa, Cletus Clemens and Claudia May Clemens. Shout out to them because they actually cared about family value. And Grandma Thelma, she cared about family value. She kept her grandkids and took care of them. Was changing diapers with cloth diapers in the 80s. Shout out to her because they know these baby boomer kids didn't have good sense and they were all selfish and looking out for themselves. They know this. Shout out to them. I'm thankful for being around there and noticing what family values truly were. And and I just do believe a lot of the things that they told their baby boomer children to do for them after they passed away, I believe it went on deaf ears and they did not do what they were supposed to do. And that is also being part of causing generational wealth to continue and looking out for the next generation, and that is upon them. That's their karma. I'm just out here to tell y'all, if y'all out here, even to my family members, if y'all have done things that went against our grandfather and my grandmother and my great grandmother's wishes, you guys gonna have to deal with it on a spiritual level, and it ain't nothing good. You know what they told you to do, especially if it's benefiting the whole family. And all that is telling everybody, and you know you are. If you one of these people that's done it, you are selfish. You're greedy. You are cold hearted. You're not a good person, and you don't care about no one but yourselves. And this is what type of heart you run around. And y'all Christian is running around here in the church doing this, tells you what's really going on with the spirit that's within the church. Go to church every Sunday, but you won't make sure that you're doing what your mother told you to do when she passed away. They say a bunch of demons are all up in the church, don't they say that? Amen. Hallelujah. Okay, so I'm gonna make this video short because I'm about to do another video, but I just wanted to say about how these baby boomers, they just don't have any they don't have any values and no character about themselves. The morals are down in the toilet, in the sewage, in the hog sewage. That's where they have no family values. And until you are able to leave a trust to your family and care about what they have, and you trying to use up all the money that you sold your mamas, these silent generation homes, and you're trying to sell yours, you're trying to do a plan with your at the bank with someone that does what they call these people that do financial advisor. You say you don't want your kids to have nothing, so you want to live off a certain amount because you figure you're going to live 10 more years, so you want to go ahead and just deplete the whole fund so you won't be able to leave your kids anything. You are part of the problem. With that being said, I love everyone. I wish you very best, and peace to all, and to my next video.